I'm going to show you how to poach salmon perfectly every single time. I'm making my poached salmon in an Asian broth. So this dish looks so simple, but there are so many supporting actors in this recipe. The flavors in this are just so good. I love these Asian flavor combinations, especially with the sourness, the sweetness, the heat. So firstly, you want to make your broth, which is really simple. Into a saucepan, add in your shallots, ginger, lemongrass, some chilies that have been de-seeded, some sugar, and then some kaffir lime leaves, fish stock, some salt. Now you want to simmer this for 10 to 15 minutes and just let those flavors sort of start to infuse with each other, because if you taste this right now, you're going to be thinking, what has Nicko been smoking? This tastes awful. All I can taste is fish stock. Guys, you need to let these flavors get to know each other, hang out a little bit, become friends, maybe more than friends. So after 15 minutes, you want to stir in the Thai fish sauce or num pla. What I do is I put in some pak choy in as well. Now, before I put the salmon in, I put the pak choy down first because I don't want the salmon to touch the bottom of the saucepan, so it doesn't burn or catch or anything like that on the saucepan. So you can be assured that nothing is going to happen and it's not going to burn. So warm that fish sauce through, warm the pak choy through as well, and then turn the heat down from that medium to high heat down to a low heat and just simmer it. And then we want to add in our salmon. Now, the salmon I've got here is skinless, and I picked it up from my fish market, which always ensures that you're getting a good quality salmon. It's not frozen, it's locally caught. Now, if you can't get salmon, you could do this with ocean trout as well. So place the salmon in, and then you want to cover it with a lid and poach it for 8 to 10 minutes. After that, remove the fish and the pak choy, and just to finish this broth, stir in some more kaffir lime leaves, hit it with some lime juice and some coriander stalks. And that will give it that real nice kick at the end, that freshness, that bang that we're after in that broth. Now very carefully strain the broth, and you want to keep the shallots, the chilies, because we're not going to waste that. There's some really good flavor there, and we're going to use that while we plate up. So to serve, what I'm doing is I'm putting some of that chili and shallot mixture that we had in the broth on the bottom of the bowl, and then I'm placing my salmon on top of it. Right next door, I've got some fresh pak choy. Now, when we put in that broth, which is still going to be hot, it's going to cook, slowly cook that pak choy as well. And I like pak choy with a little bit of bite to it still, not raw, but still with a bit of crunch to it. And these are the inner leaves of the pak choy, so they're beautiful and sweet and tender. If we use the pak choy that we made with the broth, it's just going to be really soggy and it's not going to have much texture to it. You can serve this with noodles as well, or some rice, but I'm telling you, by itself, it is such an amazing dish. My 8-year-old daughter, Imogen, loves it. And this is how I got her hooked on salmon. She was never a big salmon fan, but now she loves it, and she loves this dish in particular. And there's some pretty adult flavors going on in this dish, let me tell you. And when you cut through that salmon, boy oh boy, it just flakes away so beautifully. It glistens. It's like you've put oil all over it. It is just simply gorgeous. Those internal oils have just started to bleed out. And you've got a piece of salmon that is so succulent, so flavorful, it literally melts in your mouth. So I love this dish, and I hope you make it. If you do want to make it, the recipe is in the description for the link to my website, where you can find a whole bunch of my recipes there as well. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it around with your friends and family, and I hope whatever you're doing today, you are having an amazing day, and I'll see you real soon for another recipe.